I'm old enough to remember when all the woke SJW crazies would like liken everything to Harry Potter. So like they were Harry Potter and the Hufflepuff, whatever. I don't even know the terms. Uh, that fighting the evil Valda Trump, it's like, and this was like how they couched everything. Now they make everything, they're Star Wars now. And so they just go, oh, Ukraine is the literal rebellion against the evil empire, Russia, and they try to couch it like that. Like Zelensky is Luke Skywalker or something, even though he's a corrupt, evil politician himself. But I'll not get too far into politics. Anyway, Harry Potter is getting an HBO Max adaptation now after its successful movies years ago. And of course, the very successful Hogwarts Legacy, which scared all the troons off the internet, if you're allowed to say that word still. They got really upset. They tried to harass all these VTubers out of playing the game. It was a nightmare there for a second. People were not just allowed to play their video games. Imagine that. And now they're not allowing people to want to watch whatever this HBO adaptation is going to be of the books. So J.K. Rowling is already talking about it. She's just at wit's end with these people. And, once she was their champion, but then she said, wait a minute, a woman has a vagina. And they couldn't handle that. That literally was bigoted, and she had to be canceled for that. So here we go. We'll get into the news in just a second. If you want an alternative to mainstream culture, and if you want a story that is like crafted in the way that things used to be before all this woke nonsense happened, please check out my Flying Sparks. This is my comic series, and it is on backer kit right now. It has beautiful art. It's about Metagirl, Metaman, and Johnny teaming up to take on evil lizard people from an alternate dimension who are trying to take over the world. Gosh, what a metaphor. It's a lot of fun, tons of action and adventure, beautiful art. You will absolutely enjoy this if you like old comics. So please check this out. That link is in the description below, and I appreciate you guys for supporting the channel, supporting our art, because that's what we're trying to build here. Thanks so much. All right, here we are. J.K. Rowling brushes off activists calling to boycott her upcoming Harry Potter Max series. She says, I've taken the precaution of laying in a large stock of champagne. I'm glad she can afford to buy all that champagne. Thank you, Nerdigans, at Bounding Into Comics for reporting on this. Ever since Warner Brothers Discoveries unveiled their plans to reboot their Harry Potter franchise as a live-action Max series, Twitter activists have attempted to organize a mass boycott due to the potential involvement of the franchise owner, J.K. Rowling. Oh, no. How dare the woman who created this series actually be involved in it and actually make money off of it? That is a terrible thing. Officially announced on April 12th, it said the series will be a faithful adaptation of the iconic books, which will dedicate a full season to each of the original 7 books in the Boy's Wizard journey. So pretty neat if you like Harry Potter. Not my thing, but if you enjoy it, so be you. I can't help your taste. In a statement released alongside an announcement, she confirmed she would be involved in the show. She said, Max's commitment to preserving the integrity of my books is important to me, and I'm looking forward to being a part of this new adaptation, which will allow for a degree in depth and detail only afforded by a long-form television series. It's kind of a nice way to do things. I had a friend who actually had a series which was bought by one of these series things, and he actually had no control over his series based on it. And so when he got to it, he actually could only veto stuff. They actually race swapped and gender swapped his characters. And this guy is a left-wing guy, so it's like he's not like where we are with the annoyance of that kind of thing. But he actually just went in and said, no, you're not doing that to my characters. This is my book, and these characters were designed this way for a reason. And they actually canceled the show because they didn't want to bow down to that, and they wanted to have their cookie-cutter Hollywood fake diversity where everything looks the same. So having actual, like, a creator involvement and creative freedom, as much as I'm not a big Harry Potter fan, is actually probably a pretty good thing in this instance. And, HBO's done a pretty decent job as far as like Game of Thrones and all that goes. Again, if you're a fan of that, which I'm not, but they seem to actually care what the authors think, which, is better than most of those film companies out there. So here it is. She's got a bunch of people trying to boycott it. Here it is. Those who play in the new Harry Potter series, working with J.K. Rowling, will be making a choice, a stand against trans people all over the world. I don't understand that. Here it is. Here it is. Dreadful news, which I feel duty-bound to share. Activists in my mentions trying to organize yet another boycott of my work, this time of the Harry Potter TV show. As forewarned and forearmed, I've taken the precaution of laying in a large stock of champagne. Beautiful. I hope she got some good vintage stock of champagne. If you know champagne, guys, champagne doesn't put the years on the bottle. I'm going to teach you something. As much as like other wines do, they actually just have their blends. It really doesn't matter year to year. But if a winemaker actually sees that one vintage particularly stands out and is particularly better than everything else, they'll slap that year on there to show that it is a vintage. And so the champagne that's like high quality will have that vintage year number on it. And that's a lesson for you if you ever are out there trying to become a champagne connoisseur like J.K. Rowling. All right. Well, she's cashing in her checks, and she's just laughing at the activists who are just accomplishing nothing at the end of the day. Wow, what about you? I like to see them fail. It makes me happy inside on a Sunday. It really does. Leave a comment down below with what you think about this. Hit that like and subscribe button. And of course, guys, please make sure to check out my Flying Sparks before it's gone here. This is the final volume. I'm so excited for the work we produced here. I want to get it into your hands. Thank you so much.